Hey guys, welcome back to art. It's Mrs. Sims. I hope everybody had a great week last week. I know I sure did. And I just wanted to tell you guys what an awesome job you did on your mask self-portraits. I was blown away by the amazing work that you guys did. We got to have some real artists at River Ridge, and I'm so excited. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a project called Taking a Line for a Walk. We're going to be learning about different kinds of lines, and then we're going to practice using those lines in our project. Lines are very important in artwork because you use lines to draw most things. And so we really want to make sure that we are familiar and know how to make different kinds of lines and make them interesting. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Let's get started. All right, let's practice making some different kinds of lines. Now I'm going to be making all of my lines going up and down today. That's called vertical. Horizontal is when your lines are going from side to side. So I'm going to start out by making a straight line. And a line is basically what I like to call a dot that went on a walk. So I'm starting out with a dot and it's going on a walk and it's a straight line. Now this is a straight line that's kind of thin. If I wanted to make a straight line that was a little bit thicker, then I would make something like this. My dry erase marker is getting kind of low on ink here. So here I have a thin straight line and a thick straight line. Okay, now I'm going to make a wavy line. I love wavy lines. And a zigzag line. And a broken line. Let's see what else. How about a dotted line? And I like to call this a roller coaster line. And this is kind of reminds me of like a crown. So I'm going to call this my crown line. Castle, the walls of a castle. Spiral line. Spirals are one of my favorite things to draw. And then I also like scribble lines, which is just kind of like you're scribbling down your paper. So these are some examples of different kinds of lines. I want you guys to take a few minutes and practice making some of these lines. And of course, you can, any other kind of line that you can think of will work as well. So take a couple of minutes and practice making your lines, and then we're going to begin our project of taking our line on a walk. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so we're going to take our line on a walk. And what you need for this activity is paper. You can use a black crayon or a Sharpie, and then something to color with. I really love to use watercolor paints, and they work really well with this project. So if you have watercolor paints, that's fantastic. If you would like to color with marker or crayon, then or colored pencil, then that's great too. Okay, so I'm going to actually put my paper in the vertical position, which is up and down, and let me pull this up just a little bit so you can see. Okay, now usually I use a pencil and then I go over my pencil with my Sharpie, but today I'm just going to use Sharpie because guess what? This does not have to be perfect at all, and you really can't even mess up on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the edge of my paper, on the left edge, and I have like I said, my paper is in the vertical position, which means that it's going up and down, and I'm going to start kind of close to the top. And all I'm going to do is make different kinds of lines, making some zigzag, some straight, some curvy. Okay, now notice how I didn't go all the way to the edge. I have some space here. Now I'm gonna take my line, because remember, this is my line going on a walk, and my line is gonna walk back to the other end of my paper. Okay, and I didn't go all the way to the edge of the paper. I stopped a little bit before, and I'm turning my line around now. Okay, stopping before I get to the edge, bringing it down just a little bit, and taking my line on another walk. And like I said, you cannot mess up on this. Okay, and then I'm stopping before I get to the edge, and I'm gonna move on. Oh my goodness, my line is getting so tired, it's walking so far. Like a broken line there. Move it down, and then I'm gonna go again. And this time I'm gonna bring my line down right there. All right, now so my line just went on a long walk. And what I'm gonna do next is the fun part, is I'm gonna add color to the parts of my paper that are kind of on the outer edges. So I'm gonna get my paints ready because I'm gonna use watercolor. If you wanna color it with a marker or crayon, you can do that as well. So hold on one second and let me get my paints ready. Okay, so I'm gonna start painting. You can color it however you want. I'm gonna do mine in the colors of the rainbow, which if you're in 1st or 2nd grade, then you probably know of Roy G. Biv. Kindergartners, you guys are going to be learning that this year, but the colors of the rainbow are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet, and that is Roy G. Biv, and we're going to learn a cool song that helps you to remember that. So I'm going to start with red, and this feels so good because I have not painted. We got a puppy this summer, and I have been so busy with my puppy that I have not done much art or painting, so it feels so good to start doing it again. All right, so I'm gonna start with my red. And if you do it in the order of the colors of the rainbow, then when your colors mix together, they're probably not going to get muddy because those colors are next to each other on the color wheel, and so when they mix together, they look really pretty. So there's red, orange, and I'm coloring from my line all the way to the top of my paper. Okay, rinse my brush. You always have to rinse your brush between colors. Yellow, green, blue. You know what? I have a couple of different colors of blue. Let me pick this one I think will be perfect. There we go. And then violet or purple. Okay, and now I start over. Roy G. Biv. So I got red, orange, and you know, this is not perfect. My color's kind of going over the line, and that is perfectly fine. Yellow. Okay, so now I'm gonna stop right here because my line has kind of created a shape, And now I'm going to keep going down this way. So let's see, if I'm starting, let's put some more purple. All right, so if I'm starting purple here, so that's violet. So I'll start again with my red. I'm gonna go all the way down here with red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. If you're gonna paint and you have watercolor paper, that's your best way to go. I kind of wish that I had used watercolor paper. And I'm gonna fill in these little curls too. I'll do that when I'm done. Okay, so I've got my red here. So then after red comes orange. Yellow. Green. Oops. Blue. Violet or purple. And I'm going to do one more red. All right, so I want to go through and kind of, you can leave these little spaces empty, or if you want to fill them in with color, totally up to you. But I kind of want to fill mine in. All right, so I'm gonna go back and like touch up some of my areas here. There is my line that went for a walk. All right, I can't wait to see your work. Go ahead and upload it to your Seesaw so I can see it. And if you want to share it with your classmates, you can also put it on Flipgrid. Have so much fun with this, and I cannot wait to see what you guys create. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.